So we're doing Venom. Hey guys, welcome to Stories with Issues. This is Venom.
Whoa!
This is Venom. Amazing Spider-Man 300, or Venom versus Spider-Man as it says in the book.
This is Venom. This is Lalo. I'm Jens. I'm not Sarah. Sarah was an honorary Jens, and he is honorary Jeremy. His real name is Eli.
He's Eli.
I'm fake Jeremy.
So we're
No,
doing
you're honorary Jeremy. This is different.
This is fake news. No.
Okay.
We're starting over. I'm starting over.
No.
Yes, we are. Hello, welcome to Stories with Issues.
No!
I'm Eduardo.
I'm Jens.
I'm Eli.
He's taking over Jeremy for now.
Honorary Jeremy.
And Sarah was on last episodes. This is Jen's back. Jens is back.
Yeah, Sarah was honorary me. So.
We're doing Venom right now. Well,
Kind of Venom.
Amazing Spider-Man 300, as it says on the Legacy title. Don't even ask what Legacy means, because I don't even know.
It's the first Venom. It's the first book Venom.
It's Amazing Spider-Man 300, Venom versus Spider-Man, the first appearance of Venom ever in the comic books.
So is this the first appearance of the symbiote Venom?
Yeah, the first the first appearance of Eddie Brock, the person Venom.
Okay, so symbiote's been around.
So this goes the symbiote. Yeah, took place in '88, and this is some prevalent to this. Todd McFarlane was drawing Amazing Spider-Man. Who was writing it? David Michelini. He's good. He's a good writer.
What else has he written?
He's mostly all his work that I know is from Amazing Spider-Man.
Oh yeah, because you're the Spider-Man man.
Yeah. He is. So this takes place in a sprawling storyline of like 2 to 3 issues prior.
Oh dang.
But it's also the storyline of Venom was basically Peter Parker during the Secret Wars, which we will talk about someday.
Wait, they've had multiple Secret Wars?
Yeah, they had one in the 80s and one in the 2000s.
Oh dang.
2015 to be exact.
Were they called the same thing?
They were called Secret Wars because back in the 80s, they found out that the kids will like the most is secret and wars, and they wanted to make a toy line, so they did it with Toy Biz. No, it was Toy Biz. I don't remember who it was. I think it was Toy Biz.
They made
Because
money from
Hasbro had the license for DC Comics toys, so they were releasing like Batman,
so they were trying to make
Superman.
They were trying to like compete.
And
with Secret
Marvel
Wars.
wanted to compete with DC.
They wanted to.
And they wanted to make toys.
Piece
And
of the pie.
one of the things, oh my god,
Mercantilism.
from Ferguson,
U.S. history, man. That's what it teaches you.
AP US history, yeah.
Teaches you about comic books. You should go and do AP US history if you're in high school.
And
If you're not, then you should go back to high school and do AP US history.
Why?
That's cool.
No, just take that one class.
Anyway,
You're 50
The-
years
the
old
story-
going to high school.
the
That's
story
how it goes.
the story starts with Spider-Man on the Secret Wars, getting a new suit.
So what had just happened in Secret Wars?
I will talk about Secret Wars, the original Secret Wars, when we get there. Right now, I'm just telling you what you need to know for this. Spider-Man got a new suit. That suit is an alien, but we didn't know that it was an alien back then. We just knew,
It's a
hey,
black
it looks.
suit.
We just knew, hey, that suit looks cool, and it's black, and it has a white spider on it. That's all we know. And it was Peter Parker just went back. Just the Secret Wars ended, and he like,
Returned
hey
back to
guys,
life.
I'm back. After being gone like a month and a half.
Oh dang.
Yeah, the Secret Wars took over like a month. The Secret Wars took over like a month of Peter Parker's life. His wife was pregnant at the time.
Oh.
Yeah, Mary Jane was pregnant.
Wait, so how did they reverse that?
The kid passed away.
And then they reversed.
In the Clone Saga.
And then they reversed the marriage in.
And then One More Day.
Stupid One More Day.
Yeah, and Peter Parker came back, and he has a new suit with like a white spider and black. Then he goes.
Is he friends with Reed Richards yet?
Yeah, he's friends with Reed Richards. He's been friends since like high school.
Oh dang.
Yeah, they've been friends for like.
Wait, they're like the same age?
No,
Oh.
Reed Richards is like Doc Brown.
Oh, he was like his professor kind of guy.
Yeah, he's like a.
But a good guy instead of a.
It's like Doc Brown in Back to the Future.
Yeah. Okay.
So. Reed
Wait,
Richards.
whoa, I just totally got tripped up. I thought Doc Brown was like Dr. Octavius. I'm so stupid.
Doc Brown.
Yeah, I know who Doc Brown is.
From back. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So the first thing that they did was Peter Parker went and studied the costume, like what is it made out of, and then that's how we found out it's an alien.
Because it has cells in it.
Yeah, that's it. No, that's stupid.
Does it have cells?
No, that's from the movie, and it's stupid. No, the
I
thing,
haven't
how
seen
they
it.
found out you're talking about Spider-Man 3.
Oh, I haven't seen Spider-Man 3, just so you know.
Don't watch it.
I'm not going.
The suit, they found out it was alive, so Spider-Man was like, ew.
That's gross.
Ew, and he got rid of it. But then he became like an overly attached girlfriend and just went looking for him. And that's how we got to this. In Amazing Spider-Man 299.
So he already let go. He already like was.
Right
he
this,
friend zoned that.
the reason why he's still wearing it in the cover is because the fans love the suit. And so after Spider-Man got rid of the suit, and
How did they know that?
Black Cat just said, "Hey, what happened to your old suit? I like it. Here." She gives him a copy.
Another black suit.
She gives him a cloth copy
Well,
of
that
the,
probably makes the overattached girlfriend symbiote even more angry.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, but in Amazing Spider-Man 299, at the end of that issue, MJ goes back into their apartment, and Venom is right there.
Like, oof.
Venom.
Eddie Brock. Venom?
Eddie Brock is in their house, wearing the costume, and Mary Jane. This is
And
pretty
they gave
good.
no explanation to it yet.
No, Mary Jane enters the room, her room, and she sees Spider-Man just standing there, and suddenly Spider-Man grows a mouth. And
so she thinks
and Venom attacks her.
She thinks he's Spider-Man at first.
Yeah, she thinks it's Peter. And she grows a mouth, attacks her, and leaves.
Freaky crap. Okay.
He attacks
Did
Mary
this come out at
Jane.
Halloween?
No.
They should have, man. They
And
shoulda.
then we start the book with Mary Jane's petrified. And the narration says, "This is Mary Jane Watson. She knows Peter Parker is Spider-Man, but right now she doesn't know anything at all because her body's covered with fear." And Peter Parker walks into the room in the Spider-Man costume, in the black costume, and Mary Jane panics again.
Because she sees the black.
She says, "Leave me alone. Get away from me." And Peter's like, "What are you talking about?" He takes off his mask, and that's how she finds out it's Peter. And she just hugs him and she has a breakdown in front of him. And
he's
she's
like,
like,
"What just
"What the crap?"
So why is she not like super injured? How's she not like?
Because she just scared him.
Oh, he just wanted to go.
Venom just went, "Rah," and then that's it.
Well, then why did he go to scare her? then?
Because he wanted to kill Spider-Man. But Spider-Man
Oh,
wasn't
and so
there.
Spider-Man wasn't there. So what? Is he
And
that
then
stupid?
we
Is he that stupid? Oh, he is Eddie Brock.
And then
Is Eddie Brock stupid?
Eddie Brock's stupid.
So he wouldn't be able to.
You will find out about what his origin is right here.
Okay. So okay.
And Peter Parker starts investigating, like, what just happened? And he just remembers. They give you a narration of what happened. Like, I had the suit, and the suit looked awesome. It was amazing. It would do anything for me. And then I realized
This is
it
Eddie
was
Brock?
it's Spider-Man. And then I realized it was a mistake. He was taking me on the nights to be Spider-Man. He was taking over my life, and I got rid of it. And then and we come back to now. Because Reed Richards gave Peter Parker a gun, a blaster that can eliminate the symbiote off him.
Oh.
Not completely kill him, but knock it down, so we
Yeah.
would not.
Yeah.
And they're moving.
Why didn't
And-
he just kill the symbiote?
Because Spider-Man doesn't kill, even if it's aliens.
Even if it's
Which is why I hated that moment in Avengers Endgame.
Oh, instant kill.
Yeah, activate instant kill. Stupid. Get out of here. And Don McFarlane likes to draw Spider-Man in a way like he is elastic as heck. He's super elastic. He's just
He's
take
like
him off.
he's graceful like a spider. Whoa.
Take
Dang.
him off, Eli.
I didn't even realize.
How long have you had them?
Oh, I just put him on.
I just put them on. Okay.
Just fix.
And so
So he's just
Spider-Man just
a flingy
swinging.
boy.
Spider-Man just swinging around the city, and he feels something on the back of his neck. He feels like his spider sense going off.
Oh, so it's not. It's like the hairs racing. It's not like something
Oh.
slapped him in the neck.
It's not like something. No, it's like
It's not like a.
he
necking
feels.
someone.
Then he feels something, but he doesn't know what exactly is. He feels like he's being. What's the word? Someone's walking behind him.
Oh yeah.
Someone's who like
Someone's
follow
watching.
him.
Yeah.
And they go to the new place, and Mary Jane is like.
What is the new place? Is this a new house?
It's just their new house, and their apartment. They're moving out.
Okay.
And Mary Jane's like hey Tiger, you want to take some pictures for the Bugle? And like stupid moments of like, like we're a married couple,
Uh-huh.
yada yada yada. And then we go back to the story, and Eddie Brock is at a church. Remember, like in the movie, and get really you wanna find forgiveness, get religion. I hate that movie so much. I still quote it every once in a while. And there's a
Spider-Man
cop.
movie.
There's a cop right there, and
Why is he at the church? What's the problem with him being at the church?
it's just late. Like it's weird. For someone to
He's
be
just going to church.
Yeah, just going to church, cause that's where the costume is hiding.
Wait, so he knows about the. Oh, this is back to the present.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I was so confused. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's fine. And the suit. Oh, okay. Now I get what's happening. I haven't read this book in a while, and I got distracted a little bit. So this is Eddie Brock was at church, and he was going to commit suicide.
At church?
No, he was just there
Oh.
to beg for forgiveness.
I see.
And then a policeman was there, like, hey, what are you doing here? Like, hey, I'm just talking. And then the suit.
Wait, why is the policeman like, hey, what you doing here with the gun?
Like, yeah, that's not what the broken lock is for. Like, he broke into the church.
Oh, he wasn't just going there for church. He was going to break in to find.
Yeah, he was fine. And
He's
then
trying
the
to find
suit
Venom.
found him. And then he became.
And he beats up the policeman.
And and back at the party, they're just moving.
Wait, they're at a party?
They're
Oh, it's a moving party.
It's a moving party.
Uh,
And they're just like. Robert Robertson is talking to Peter.
Who's Robbie Robertson?
He's the editor-in-chief of the Daily Bugle.
Oh yeah.
And Spider-Man sees something, and just leaves. He leaves the party, he leaves everything, and just goes. And something hits him up. He's like swinging across the city, and something hits him and slams him against a wall. And he lost the gun. The
Venom gun, yeah.
the Fantastic Four gun that Reed Richards gave him. He lost it, and Eddie Brock just says, "Hey, Parker."
And he just like broke it into the house.
No, they're not in the house. They're in the city. They're in the
Oh,
street.
he said he walked. He came out of
Hey,
the house.
Parker.
I see.
And we was like, okay, who are you? I like, who are you and what are you doing with that suit? Because I destroyed it. And like that, you didn't destroy it, man. Just made it angry. Just made it angry. You see, I was a normal person one time. My name is Eddie. I was Eddie Brock, and I was a reporter for a newspaper, not the Daily Globe. The Daily Globe. Not the Bugle, but the Globe. Anyway, he's like, I got a scoop, a big one.
Big swoop.
In the 80s, there was a character called the Sin Eater.
Sin eater.
The
Like-
Sin Eater.
Yeah.
Sin Eater. He would like shoot people and kill them,
And then
cold
become
blooded.
What did he become then?
No, he
He'd shoot them.
just shoot them. Just a random crazy
Random
ass.
guy who just shot people.
Yeah, a random crazy guy.
Why was it called the Sin Eater though?
Because it's a fun name. I know.
It's just
Fun
because-
name. It's a fun name. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
And Eddie Brock got a scoop that his neighbor was the Sin Eater.
Okay.
He wrote the story about it, he published it, and it turns out it wasn't true. Spider-Man caught the real Sin Eater.
So now he's angry
And
with Spider-Man.
that destroyed, and it turns out that the guy who he interviewed, he was a guy suffering with schizophrenia.
And he was acting like he was a bad guy, so he got in trouble on me.
Yeah, he wanted attention. He also wanted attention. He wanted to be, I guess he wanted to.
He wanted to be the Sin Eater for attention.
Yeah.
Because he had schizophrenia.
And Spider-Man and once Spider-Man caught the real Sin Eater, who's a policeman, Stan Carter, it destroyed
Eddie Brock's career.
career, reputation as a like in the movie, like Venom.
Yeah.
Like in the movie Venom, which is
I haven't
one's a
seen
good
either.
movie.
I need to see that movie. I haven't seen it.
That one's
What?
fine. That one's
It's
yeah.
a
he
good
hasn't seen
movie.
I'm gonna
It's
watch
fine. It's not a good movie. It's fine. Anyway,
it. I've heard a
and
lot of people
as
say it's good.
Spider-Man is saying, as Eddie Brock is just telling his origin, Spider-Man just trying to reach for the gun quietly.
Is he held down by Eddie Brock, or is he?
No, he's just
trying to go. Ooh, like that. Yeah.
like lean,
I can get it.
snatch, and as soon as he's almost there, and Eddie Brock, but Eddie Brock just keep talking. Eddie Brock is just talking like, and I thought I was angry at the world. I was angry at you. So I started to work out. I started to lift up. Every time I lifted it, it made me feel stronger. And then almost there.
So we just got mega swole.
Almost there, and Eddie Brock just grabs Peter.
Right.
Just grabs him and picks him up and slams his hands against the floor, throwing both the gun to the one side and Peter to the other.
Ouch.
Oof.
And then they start fighting. And Spider-Man just falls off the roof and just slams against the floor, and they start battling it out. Spider-Man just thinking, what am I gonna do? I gotta beat this guy. Just grabs anything he can.
Wait. So how Venom works is that he takes your strength and he takes whatever you are
And he
multiplies
ups it up to 20.
So that's why Peter Parker.
In Go Down Swinging. Oh wait, no, never mind.
Well, you'll find out.
You'll find out when we finish that episode, if we ever finish that episode. We will finish that.
We'll finish it one of these days.
Yeah,
It
it powers it up. It's a power up like in a video game.
but also
Yeah,
emotionally.
Like it's a golden star from Mario.
Yeah. So since he got stronger and worked out and had that mentality, he got
Yeah.
even more strong.
And it also feeds up your anger.
Oh, okay.
Now it feeds up your anger. Back then
They just amp stuff.
it just emptied you up.
Wait, but didn't it also do stuff at night when Spider-Man was?
Yeah, it would pick him up and during the night and just
And start eating.
be Spider-Man while he's Spider-Man
It
sleeping.
would, like-
Peter Parker sleeping.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man, they're just fighting, and Spider-Man grabs the gun and blasts Venom.
Ah.
And it barely works.
It barely works.
It worked. So Spider-Man's like, okay,
Oh, so
peace, I'm out. Later, Venom, and as soon as Spider-Man jumps out the window to leave, Venom grabs him up again and slams him against the floor.
Is it because he's that angry? It was
Yeah.
able to come back onto him. Wow. Dang.
That's
That's a big gun too. It was like boom.
It's most of the gun is for show.
Well, yeah, but still. You know.
Most of that gun is to be like,
if Reed Richards
that's
is,
a cool gun.
Reed Richards is like, I'm also a designer. Just so
I'm
you
also design. Other than being a genius,
I design.
I also like to design really cool looking guns. It's also Don
It's-
McFarlane. It's also Don McFarlane being like, I can draw a gun. A gun, because it's literally not
It's a
looking
gun.
at anything like a gun.
Gun.
Anyway, he slams him against the floor and wakes him up to a bell. As soon as the bell rings,
Wait, Venom webs them up?
yeah, Venom wakes Spider-Man up. And he's dressed like a priest
Why is he dressed like a priest?
because he wanted to. It says at midnight.
How did he become a? How did he turn in the middle of a fight? How did he go from Venom suit to priest?
No, he knocked Spider-Man out.
Oh, he did.
Yeah, they show you right here. Like he
Oh, so when he grabbed him, he went.
when he
"Bah!"
grabbed him, he just bomb and Spider-Man's out.
Oh, and so when he woke up, he was in a priest costume.
And when he woke up, Spider-Man's like, what is happening? And he wakes up like in Spider-Man 3. Never mind. That's stupid.
He knows what you're talking about.
Anyway, he wakes up in a church. That's why Venom is again wearing the costume, the priest costume. 'Cause it's also black and white in this Venom.
Yeah.
Like, you mean good and bad?
No, like black and white. The costume.
Oh,
is-
the priest.
The priest
I
costume.
mean the coloring, yeah.
Yeah, the
Colors.
color is because it matches. It looks cool.
It all works out.
And Spider-Man's like on the bell, just wept up to a bell,
It's like,
and it
what?
says, "When you wake up at midnight, you will die. Like you will. This bell will crush you alive, and there's no way you can
I
stop it."
thought Spider-Man was pretty strong though. Like he can lift buildings.
When
But-
he needs the proper.
If he can use his arm, can't he just go like, "Duh," with his
That's
head?
what he does, though.
Okay.
That's what he does. He literally, when the bell goes, just stops it and breaks out of the
So Eddie
the
Brock
web.
underestimated him.
Because Eddie Brock is like, he's a tiny little man.
Tiny
He's
man. Tiny man.
He's a tiny guy. Like the guy in our school. Anyway, and
Tiny man.
he they start fighting. Spider-Man's just battling it out, and he knocks Venom. He finally gets to him, and he knocks him out. And then he sends him to the Fantastic Four, which is because Don McFarlane wanted to draw the Thing. That's literally the reason
Why does the thing look like that?
Because he's drawn by Don
It
McFarlane.
looks like he has a mountain on his head.
Yeah, it looks
Still
like it's weird. I don't like it. And he goes back home after the battle of his life. After the fight of his life, he's like,
So what did the Fantastic Four do with it?
he put Venom in a stasis, in a cryostasis.
Oh, so.
And they lock Venom.
Why don't they separate them?
They lock they lock them both up.
Why don't they
Because the
separate them?
costume is like to bond it already to him.
Oh, like they can't
They
separate
say like they can separate them.
Oh. I see.
And when Peter Parker, the thing basically says, "Go home, Parker. Get some rest. You've had you've given quite a fight. Get some rest." And he goes home, and Mary Jane's terrified. She's traumatized. She has the trauma of her life, and Peter's like, "I don't understand."
Well, Gwen Stacy did die so like, it's not as bad as Gwen Stacy probably.
I mean, this is not as bad as. This is also not as bad as in the Ultimate Universe.
What happened in the Ultimate Universe?
You will find out when we do Ultimate Spider-Man. I have a volume of Ultimate Spider-Man that we will do that I want to do. You will find out what happens in the Ultimate Universe.
Oh.
To Mary Jane, by the way.
Oh dang. So.
To
okay.
Mary Jane, yeah.
Big oof.
Peter Parker, and also, this is the first time that, and on Mary Jane's defense, this is the first time
Any weird crap's happened like that.
that a bad guy dressed as Spider-Man enters her home.
And then just
Someone who she trusts, and somewhere she trusts she's safe. It's the first time that that's ever happened. So yeah, I got it. And I understand what she's about to do. She says, take that off. I don't want to see it anymore. I don't want
The
that.
Black Cat costume.
I don't like this costume. Because it represents anything that's worse with it. And she gives him, and Spider-Man takes it off and burns it. And she says, well, now I don't have a costume. Actually, you do. I was looking between the old boxes and I found this. And it's a Spider-Man costume.
And then he's back.
And he says, and a legend begins anew. And that's the end of this issue. And that's how Spider-Man goes from like the black costume to the new one, to the old one. The original costume, that's what most of them would call it.
How long was he in the black costume for?
From 84 to 88.
For 4 years he was in the costume. That
Yeah.
costume? So this is a big issue then.
This is a
Like,
big thing,
real
yeah.
big.
Because if you were reading Spider-Man, he's wearing a black costume. From 88 all the way to 84. From 84 all the way to 88.
You mean like 1984?
1988.
So for 4 straight years.
Four
of
straight years in a comic
production.
book in a comic book world. Spider-Man was wearing a different costume.
Well, not comic. No, in real life.
In our world,
In publishing life, yeah. That's pretty hardcore. Dang.
yeah. That's pretty. Yeah, it's a pretty long time of like them being weird with trying something new, and I respect that for Marvel. Also, the reason they invented the black costume is because of a contest in the 80s. He says, give us a pitch for a story. They put up a contest, and whoever writes the story, the best story, or the best design, or anything that we can change into our books, we will do it. And a guy...
Who was it?
I don't remember the guy's name, but some comic book fan just said, hey, what if you write a story where Spider-Man gets a new costume? And he designed a costume, but instead of the white spider, it was black. It was black and red. It was a brand new design, and Marvel was like, yes, we want that. You win. Congratulations, you get a Marvel No prize.
And I'm a Marvel what?
You know, I'm just kidding. Marvel early in the Marvel years, they would do a Marvel No prize, which is like if you found any continuity error, you just send it. You write a letter to Marvel, you send it to them, and they are like, "Thanks for noticing that." Yeah, it was the Watcher. He might have mistaken that on the records or something. Here's a Marvel No prize, and it's literally like a screw you. Like, here you go, you nerd. Thank you for fixing our mistakes.
Oh, also, just so you know, if you check the beginning of the video, my shirt was completely buttoned, and now it's unbuttoned. So,
Yeah.
plot twist.
Ta-da. Jens is also getting into the theme of the episode, being like changing costumes. Anyway,
My costume changed.
this is better.
He also put his glasses on.
Yeah.
This is it for today's episode, and I'll see you guys later.
Hasta luego.
Whip.
Adios.
What I gotta do to get it through? I'm an innovative. Hold on.
No, it's something
I have it right
like
here.
use
No, I
through
can pull it
human
out whenever I want.
Through superhuman innovative and too, so many things that we
No, I can just-
something like that. I just do it that way because it's easier for me to rap. Demonstrating more than ever demonstrating, give me a mother audience something like it's something in my face.
Oh, yeah, you said mother.
Yeah. Okay. So I got it kind of right.